So, hello, beautiful people. Welcome to another round of me trying to improve in, from time to time, beautiful art of programming. Uh, most of you already know I do 3 minutes of typing exercise, 35 minutes of pretending to understand shit. So let's all learn. So let's get into it. Start the timer. Oh, come on. Beautiful. Hey, Swarm. Currently, I'm fucking up typing exercise.
Yeah, it's worked really well. It's helped catch a lot of bugs. I find the
Fucking A. I don't want to
version really
listen to
helpful.
this.
So
What
I
the?
think I've realized
No,
that the
where are you?
valuable
No.
TypeScript from the conversion mode.
No. This will play techno. Yeah, long time no see. Enter. Well, I don't know how long we did not see each other. I have a work. Yeah, so I don't know how much I lost the track when we did see each other last time. Oh fuck. Fuck. Horrible. 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 No. Okay. I'll see 128. That's like a more rare. Holy fuck, that might be like my worst ever. Okay, it is a result too. So, we will be boom boom boom. Hold on. Oh fucking A. This is the project and I want uh yep. Java jar typing. Come on. And the result was horrible. It was what it was, 1532. What the fuck? Is there like 2 dishes or? What? What is happening today? I would what? How? I mean, I didn't change a shit in here. How come it doesn't have the execute rights right now? How it was -X or something like that. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. And how come it doesn't show? Oh, whatever. Anyway, so that concludes our fucked up session, typing session. Oh, also Swarm, I did complete the trial period already in work, so which means I'm invincible now. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of nice, because my trial period did consist of, we will do the power mount, did consist of, actually no, I didn't touch it for like at least 2 months. No. Also, my friend who wanted that application is not interested in it anymore, so anyway, what we are doing, two-way binding, okay. Yeah, but it was good exercise for me, so I'm not complaining. Okay, so this will be part where we learn Angular and shit. Oh really? Nice. If I remember, I was looking at this because there was something confusing to me. Now I'm confusing it with binding it in a template, but just like on a template. Oh, that was done. Those things I don't need here. What is this? Oh, I want to read it later. Oh, by the way, and I'm contributing to Angular as well. Well, my PR is still in progress, but maybe I will be a contributor to any Angular project. We'll see. Oh yeah, that's well. It's like small things, but basically changing the documentation and a little bit in the code examples, because I found incorrect thing in there. This is not what I wanted to look at. Yeah. Just clicked. Just clicked. There's no difference between binding. Isn't the music too loud, by the way? There's no difference between binding. Oh yeah, I have an anti-slip pad. Okay, thank you. Oh, you haven't been here for long. Well, I also haven't been here for long. I did stream with those for quite some time. There's no difference between binding something on a template and binding it to like view children or content children, because they are handled as a normal element. Well, not really like normal elements, you know, but you are binding to their attributes and to their... What was the other thing? The HTML. For the fuck's sake, I completely forget all the time. HTML property to the attributes and properties. Okay, so hopefully that did clear my close, but I meant the properties and holy fuck, what it was. And attributes and properties. Because there's a difference between those, which I did not know. Sizer component has value property. Oh yeah, I was playing with those. This is the sizer thingy, and hold on, I didn't restart it. Okay. This is much faster start than it used to be in IntelliJ. I don't know what you did, but you did something well. Or maybe I did restart my computer. So they are doing ng-serve open like that. What do you mean if I have a current project? Like in work, or like something I'm working on in my free time, or what do you mean? Look at me learn by clicking. Currently no. Currently I don't have anything. Trying to make sense of the project I am in. I am part of the architecture group, which is designing the architecture, or at least attempting so in the work. That keeps me busy. There are like some people which are you know, reaching out to me for help in when they are lost. I'm like, well, I'm just like I wouldn't call I like, I'm not architect, okay, but I'd like to be, and there's an opportunity for me to do some of the architect work, because there is like lots of problems, and I noticed that I cannot solve them anymore just by addressing it like in the respective tasks, and it's the architecture problem, or like the approach. We have some problems, some architectural problems, and I talk about it to my managers, and then they said like, oh well, yeah, now here you go, now you are in the architecture group and do it. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So, what do we have here? I have the app component. Here is the binding to the upsizer. Oh, there's a two sides. This is desugared, and this is. Oh yeah, so this is. You can do it that way. That on this upsizer and this upsizer, those are the same, right? If we have a look at that, it has actually input and output, and there is a convention, and that is if you have the number, or you have the name of the variable, which is input, so you will do output, and you will do the same name like in the beginning, and then you append change to it, and that will be your output, right? And that's here only because then you don't have to write the input and outputting of the event like that, and you can do this shorthand, right? You do just this two-way binding, and you just say to what it will be binded, that's it. Voila. I'm thinking you probably cannot use like some reserved things like click and shit. That would fuck things up, I can imagine. So there's that. Okay. Oh, here we go. You can apparently, when you are not like tired to almost falling asleep, you can understand shit. Okay, so what do we have next? Yeah, so here they are describing the pattern, right? Here's the variable name, and then you put the change at the end. Oh yeah, I was like yesterday, but I'm still glad that I managed to do something, you know, especially lately. You know, I'm having trouble to find time to stream, and that's almost only time when I dedicate. Well, that's the only time where I dedicate extra time just to learn. Well, and talk to people. So, yeah. And I have a dock station. I have a new dock station, and it fucking works. That's awesome. That makes me happy. Oh, back to Angular. Yeah. Okay. So size change. The following size component has size value property, and this is the event. It's input. I'm gonna flow into size component. Yeah. So this will go there, and size change event is an output. Which lets data flow out of the size component. Oh, hold on. How do we handle the event on the app component level? We don't. Okay. What the fuck? Oh, it's binded in here. That's interesting. Here's the font size px. I want the style. Okay, so yeah, but that's for the. Oh, that's inline style. Okay. My mistake. But oh, hold on. Okay, so that's binding to this. I see. And it somehow it does the binding already. Okay. It unpacks the event and takes the value and put it in noise. So that's nice. Decrease, increase. Use resize to change the value. Okay, so that will be in the sizer component. And they use this guy. That's ugly. Okay, that's kind of like obvious. It could be maximum of 40, minimum of 8. Okay, so that's hahaha. If I do 45 and then I do minus, yeah, go jump. Okay, so that's kind of straightforward. There's nothing weird to it. Why? Well, I was just probably tired too much. So that's why I did not understood what the fuck is happening in there. Sleep, kids and developers. It's good for your career and health and shit. Yeah, here they are, just describing what it does, but we already know what it does. What is the... If we have look in here... Oh yeah, that's binded to size, of course. Which is here. Yeah, here can't size the data, size the component size, change and Angular assigns the event value to a component font size when the user clicks the button. Because no built-in HTML element follows X value and exchange event pattern to embedding with form requires ng model. I see. I see. Okay, so that was too binding. Hey, Arxen. Welcome to the stream of GitHacker, the all-knowing branch namer. It probably doesn't make sense. I found out about one feature in Git in Windows, and that caused us some troubles in our work. And now I found out what the fuck was happening, and I'll fix it. And for like 2 weeks at least, no one could find it. No one could find what is happening. But I did, yes. So I'm glad that I was helpful. It makes me happy. Well, I did fix it, but maybe I should cause some troubles which only I will be able to solve, and then I will be very useful. I just did the fix. Like one of the developers had a problems with everything he pushed into our CI/CD pipeline. It failed, and that was because of the naming on of the branches, and then in certain circumstances Git is forcing the names on you. You You don't have a say on what the fuck it will do. No, it's because we are developing on look. In Windows, which I found out today. So there are a few things, right? Here I have the ABC folder and the branch names. If I try, yes, partially, but it has some like weird implication, right? Look. Those are like some branches which I have created in here, and let's say I want to create a branch which have a different prefix, some uppercase. Right, so I did create it, right? Look at this. It's lowercase. Do you see that? So in our case, we did need it to have it like lowercase, but he did have like some of the letters uppercase, right? And the way to fix it is to go into there, you know, in here. Then you have the Git folder in here. Then if I go to Rex, some, you know, and when I rename this, you know, so for example, this will be prefix. If I do git branch, look at that. All of the branches are like this. See? Lowercase, uppercase. Which is no problem if like all of your environments are on Windows machines or on the same file systems. But our CI/CD pipeline is on Linux. So he was pushing basically this, you know, and that was failing the build on the Linux server. So yeah, that was it. Yeah, and so found it. Yeah, it took a little bit to find, but now I was able. First of all, I was able to replicate what the fuck is happening to his branches and then fix it. Yay! And he was basically blocked for a few days. You know, he could not like. He didn't have green build for a good time. And I'm telling everyone. I know it's small thing, but makes me happy. You know, I was able to find something. That's the one with the, yeah, with this guy. Element, directive, element, template, ref. Ah, I forgot what it is again. Web component, huh. Create embedded view. I did use it for something. What the fuck it was? I don't know. I don't remember anymore. And web components. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was doing this also. Also, don't remember anymore. What the fuck? What that was? Exactly. Maybe I will be reminded. Yeah, hash symbol. So now this is phone. So, and that is reference to the entire element, right? Yeah, it's phone value, so that is like reference to the inputs and to its value. I remember I was like creating variables inside of component only to use it somewhere else. And it turns out you don't have to. You can use the template variables, which is nice. I was thinking maybe I could shrink this window, like the left pane, you know, like here. So we would have more of the content in here, you know. It will be smaller window of me and the keyboard and the chat because maybe the interesting stuff is happening in here. What do you think? It's a good idea, bad idea? Is anyone here? Oh yeah, 2 people. Few variable and component instance. Talk to the element, yeah. If you declare the variable on the variable refers to template reference instance. Oh yeah, that's kind of like logical. That's something which you would expect, I would say. What's this? Hey, Ryan. Oh, well, I wasn't ranting today. I was like more, well, look at what I did today. I'm a very smart boy. Well, yeah, I saved the day. And yeah, like people are like asking me for like when they don't know what to do, they are asking me questions, which I like, but I love it the best when I know the answer to it immediately, which I don't always do. Okay, where was I here? How are you, Ryan? It's late. This will be the last round today. The 800th round. And I will maybe eat something, but definitely go sleep. Tomorrow is the Wednesday and we have company lunches. So we just go somewhere together and the boss pays for everything. And it's like very fancy food. So I'm looking forward to that. Last week I did sleep through it, so and I missed it, so I don't want to miss it tomorrow. Also, like, one person asked me about like how to become tester. No. I slept in. I came late to the work. I came after the lunch was almost, well, after the lunch I came to work. So I missed the lunch. They went to some fancy restaurant without me. Oh wow, nice. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear. Oh, that's so nice. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's awesome. I remember you had some like a tough time in your last work, right? Double pay too. Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, I was. Yeah, I'm okay. I went through my trial period. At one time, like my colleagues actually like went to the management to improve the condition in order for so I will stay at the company, so I will not go away, which was nice, you know. It didn't happen to me ever before, so I think I'm liked there. Oh yeah. It's during my trial period. It was usually full of. I told this on a stream already. It was like full of discussions, which went something like this. Well, BGB, you know, will you stay here with us, please? Which was nice. Yeah. If the variable specifies an A-value runtime size such as energy model, variable refers to the directive or component on the element with a matching export as ne. Okay, so this one I would have to see. This one, okay, so those are clear to me, I think. This one, I think I need to see like some code example. Is there like code example? Of course there is. Download. Okay, so study Angular, different. Good. Download. What do we have here? This is, yeah. Right place. Git. I want Angular. And here now we have template variables. And that was like this. No. Like that. Yeah. So we have a template variables right now. So I will create a file. And by file I mean directory. And copy. Yes, I'm back. Okay, good. So now I can open, and add template reference variables. Here we go. And this window, it did not ask me if I want to terminate the process or not. So what does it mean? I still have attached the. Holy fuck! Did you see that? It still works, right? Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it does. Because I did run. Ah, okay. I was a little bit worried because I were running the instance of the of that application in the terminal inside of IntelliJ. So what I thought did happen was that the console got detached and I don't have anything how to grab it, but it was terminated. But I remember it used to ask me if I want to terminate the process when I was switching in IntelliJ to another project. It's weird that it didn't this time. Anyway, it's midnight, right on a dot. Look, it's midnight. Well, I will go sleep. Yeah. And tomorrow is Wednesday. I might be able to stream tomorrow, so we'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, a little bit of housekeeping. Videos. Be pasty. 800. Oh fuck. I didn't stop